7 Britons are among the dead after a plane crashed shortly after takeoff this morning in Ethiopia. There were 149 passengers on board and 8 crew members. There are no reported survivors. The Ethiopian Airlines flight from Addis Ababa to Nairobi in Kenya came down just minutes into the journey. The Ethiopian government confirmed that people from at least 35 different countries were on board the flight. The cause of the crash is not yet known, and the investigation will look at a distress call made by the captain shortly before it came down. The plane was reportedly new, having been delivered to the airline only in November. Here's Harry Smith.
At the crash site, there is little sign of the plane that came down just 6 minutes after takeoff, apart from a few personal possessions from 157 passengers and crew on board. Even with the odd piece of fuselage, there's little to explain what happened to flight ET302. The pilot had reported difficulties and had asked to return to Addis Ababa airport, according to the airline. One eyewitness at the scene said there was an intense fire as the aircraft hit the ground. This is the plane that took to the air, a Boeing 737 MAX 8. It was relatively new, having been delivered to Ethiopian Airlines only months ago. And this is an airline with a very good safety record. At the destination airport, Nairobi, relatives waiting for news heard this from the Kenyan Transport Minister.
What is critically important is to ensure that those families and friends of those passengers on board are accorded the highest level of privacy as we wait for more information.
It's not the first time the new Boeing 737 model has been involved in a crash since it came into service. 5 months ago, a Lion Air flight went into the sea near Indonesia with 190 people on board. Investigators say the pilots of that aircraft had problems with an automated system designed to stop the plane from stalling.
Well, the investigation into the Lion Air, which is still in its early days, has certainly found some issues with spurious information in the cockpit, which caused confusion to the pilots. And then there was some other, there's an automated system that may have contributed to the crew getting into difficulties. That was in a similar phase of flight to the Ethiopian accident, but at this stage there's no evidence to suggest that this accident has anything connected to the Lion Air crash.
In a statement, Boeing extended their heartfelt sympathies to the families of those aboard Flight 302 and said they will be sending a technical team to the crash site to support investigators.